Zach, what time is it?
Before I came here,
It's 1:30.
Zach, what day is
My
it?
phone's dead, and I'm pissed about it.
Where do you live?
and it said,
I don't know.
Your phone is dead, yet you want to live on.
Zach, keep your glasses on.
I know, but I can't check my email.
but it's really true. My advisor took a photo. This is going to be a good shot.
My iris is popping in and out. Look, they're really bloodshot.
He doesn't
My eyes, I look like a crack addict.
regular what?
Crack addict. They're all
No,
bloodshot.
not from your mouth talking. Keep talking.
That's your shot of espresso.
Later, this is...
Darker than that.
So yeah.
Hang on. Okay, go.
Okay, it's my first espresso of the day. The last time we did this, I got left out.
You done it all at once?
Yeah.
What'd you
It's
think?
warm.
What'd you say?
Burn my tongue.
Yeah, it's a little hot.
Cal makes fun of me because I can't handle the heat.
What do you say we do this the next time in Prague?
I agree fully.
Prague is in Czech Republic. And if you don't know how to say Czech, you might make a mistake and say Czech.
Kyle, so when do you think we should go to Prague?
I really don't have an answer to that.
Did you know the movie Hellboy?
I think it's what we call a pipe dream, really.
Got it.
Okay, scene 2, ready?
That shot was wicked cool because both of your heads are like in this cool angle like that. It was.
doing it.
That's why. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Do over. Did you know the movie Hellboy was filmed in Czech Republic? Did you know that one?
What?
The movie Hellboy was filmed in Czech Republic.
I neither knew nor cared.
I know someone who told me that.
Doubles.
And I
If
looked
you
it up.
don't want it all, just don't drink it.
That was Charity Bates who told you that because she
We
was
don't
in the
drop
movie.
names on the camera.
Is Charity into comic?
No, she.
It's actually a true story.
The story is actually kind of cool. Jared, you can tell the story if you like.
I know.
The story of Hellboy?
So we know this girl.
No, of Charity and Hellboy.
We know this girl, Charity. Pretty much what happened was she
Was left in Prague.
right. She was left in Prague, and she like
Yeah, she got like laid over and stuck in Prague.
she got laid over and stuck in Prague, and this person like takes her to this like middle of nowhere
Turned out it
place.
was the director of the movie.
Right. So she just shows up on the set of Hellboy. Cool.
And she got to hang out with like all the actors and whatever.
Jealous though, because I wanted that to be me.
It's because she was a girl, she was cute.
So that kind of stuff doesn't happen to guys.
Yeah. The director wouldn't see you and be like, hey, you want to go to the set of a movie so I can impress you?
Right.
In fact, I think he like bought her a hotel room for the night, didn't he?
I think so. Okay,
Yeah.
here's the question. Well, maybe you know the answer to this question. What does Borgios pig mean? Or what does the word what does the word Borgios mean? I've read that in books before, but I really don't know.
No, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's serious.
Bourgeois? Is that the word you're starting to say?
It's
Yeah, okay.
bourgeois pig. Maybe
Well-
after we go to Prague one day, we'll go to France.
No qualifiers here, but I am on a journey of when I don't know a word, I humble myself and I ask.
No, I'm not trying to mock you.
No, I know you're not. So, what does it mean though?
He was just surprised by your ignorance.
It's okay. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Oh, I love these guys. They tell me the
It's
truth.
just it's bourgeois, we're just like the working class, the middle class. It's not really a term that's used that much anymore, I don't think.
It's found in much like
Medieval.
philosophical books.
So if you were to define the meaning of life using your job as a metaphor, how would you
Impossible.
define it?
Impossible.
What's the philosophical relation parallel between your job and the meaning of life?
Using the word bourgeois. I mean, you don't have to use it. You don't have to.
Bourgeois.
Whatever. You don't have to use it the first sentence, but use it somewhere in your answer.
I got nothing.
For example, here we go. For example, the coffee shop hires people from all classes, the bourgeois included.
It's
English
bourgeois.
major. Okay, I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah.
All right, you want to know? Okay, here's the words of the week. Ready? Wait, what is it? Tankerous.
Cantankerous.
Cantankerous.
Oh my gosh.
Ready? Tankerous.
It's cantankerous.
Cantankerous. Thoroughfare. Radical.
Radical's really one of your words?
No. It's one of the words I've been using.
was like-
Forget that. Throw that
I was
out.
like, you
Cut
just
that.
learned what that meant?
No. I've been saying radical a lot, but thoroughfare and cantankerous, right?
Right.
Okay. Bourgeois. Bourgeois. Bourge. I just read that word in the
I think
Bible.
it's safe to say we're all kind of delirious.
Right. I'm actually feeling alive right now because the camera's on. It's funny how that works. Okay, I want to just make a confession to the camera here.
You can't what?
No, I want to make a confession. Earlier, I stated that I didn't know the difference between espresso, not espresso, and normal coffee. Now, make fun of me. It's okay.
For the second half of that game last week, was really
But
I did, yeah. I made fun of you.
Kyle made fun of me. Okay, it happens. But I would like to say that as nasty as that just espresso shot was, I'm grateful for espresso because of the power of espresso. But here's what I don't like about the word espresso is it would be easier rolling off my lips to say espresso.
Really? That's easier.
Well, that sounds cool.
S or X? X seems a little hard to say, actually.
Espresso. Well, when I first see the ES, it's like I feel like I have to put all this pressure on the second S. So it's like espresso.
What time is it?
Time to go home.
I picked up 2 free items today. Toothpick from the Greek restaurant and matches from the Bourgeois Pig, which you saw. I don't think we got any scenes from the Greek restaurant. And the other highlights of the day were Zach and I both misplacing our bags and having to return successfully to find them where we left them with no harm that we know of.
So that's it.
That's it.
You said
Anyway,
highlights like it was
well-
plural.
You know what else I could do? Is light a match and put it between my teeth too. Maybe.
I asked him if I could use the bathroom, but he didn't seem too happy about it.
No.
So you can try to do it too, but...
Is this really gonna happen, Kyle?
What?
Or are you messing with me?
Yeah, I'm not, that's not gonna happen because it'll light my mustache on fire. But I'll light a match. But
Nope.
It wasn't. Well, it lit. It just went out real quick. Okay, let's go. Well, no, he did already.
But he's standing on it.
I'm not making fun of this guy. This is just weird.
Oh wait, I can't turn.
What is this guy doing?
He's taking his shirt off now. He's not entirely.
This guy's getting paid for this. Hey, bro, what's up?
All right.
The police will take care of him. Don't worry.
Wow.
Yeah, he's doing it on purpose for some
He might
sort
be.
of
He might be
show.
getting hazed.
Yeah. No, it's very possible.
Okay, so now
He had that look on his face, like, yeah, no, I know exactly what I'm doing, and whatever, just keep going.
he might be getting hazed. Now, what define hazed? I've heard that term.
Fraternity.
Fraternities do an initiation process called hazing,
There we
where
go.
they require the people who are entering the fraternity to do demeaning and humiliating things in order to get in. Look out.
Hey, Gucci.
So it's like The first.
I love Lawrence, man. See, if
We
if
need
I
to come here
could
every
live in
Friday.
Lawrence,
My favorite.
I would live in Lawrence.
I love.
We need to come here every Friday.
I do know that I need to come to Lawrence more often.
Right.
Because it's not that far away. It's really not.
Okay, Kyle. So back to
It's
this.
30 minutes away.
Back to this. Because being cynical is not necessarily bad.
No, being cynical is bad. Being skeptical, a healthy dose of skepticism is good.
Oh my gosh. Just waited through an entire life for that guy to change.
But so asking questions is good. Being cynical is
Within a certain limit.
right.
I mean,
You don't ask too many questions.
the point is you have to trust somebody at some point.
Right.
That's the point.
But you don't want to like
But
take everything with a. Well, you know the term take everything with a grain of salt. That means.
that means be a little skeptical with everything that comes your way.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I was
That's how
not.
traffic in Lawrence is, man. It's just slow paced. It's a little more laid back.
But if you don't believe, it's like don't believe something until you're convinced for yourself.
Ying Yang twins are coming there.
Would it be
They
good?
got like big names showing there.
Can I close my window?
I rolled it down to yell at the guy.
Oh.
Because I'm reflecting on that conversation we had that one time with Stuart a couple months ago with the staff, where he was talking about searching, like how do we search things out in the midst of forming our own opinions.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but
Anyway, he was talking about like, he's like, well, I just want to search it out for myself, and how that is a good statement, but yet how we can get that can get kind of funky sometimes because we just
Don't ever search it out for ourselves.
Exactly.
That's why you're funny.
exactly.
we
So
just want to disagree for the sake of disagreeing, but not.
I'll put it this way.
so what do you think about that?
We need to trust our leaders, or we're not actually allowing them to lead us. And I think that's the situation that Stuart was talking about.
Because the whole thing was rewards.
Because it was a specific teaching that people were actively challenging in the wrong context. And doing it in a way that was leading others into confusion.
Right.
And that's, I would say that is cynicism, not skepticism. That's like, that's people, because at the root of it, cynicism is pride, whereas skepticism is healthy self-government. Because, for example, if somebody comes up and says, hey, give me your car, I promise I'll bring it back in a minute, you want to
Ask him.
You want to ask some questions.
Yeah. Like, who is
before
this guy?
you just hand them the keys.
Right.
And that's healthy. That's wise. That's
Right.
good. But
what about
not trusting your best friend to borrow your car in a crisis because, 6 years ago somebody borrowed your car and put a dent in it. That's cynicism.
right? So what about the statement of being a Berean? That's healthy though, searching things out. In the context of actually look at the verses, actually look at the scriptures that the teachers are referencing when they're speaking, and question them based upon those scriptures, not based upon, one kind of isolated statement that they make, and you hear it wrong. Because that usually happens in a lot of settings where you said this, but they're going off the statement, kind of misunderstanding what he says, which that happens, but they didn't take the time to look at all the verses that the person laid out. I'm thinking, for example, like when every time Mike teaches Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, I think.
Because I just heard that so many times. Like,
really fumbly today.
I've heard that so many times. Let's search it out. And I'm going, I want to be a person who searches it out. But I also am like, okay, Stuart, Mike, Alan, all my teachers, whatever, plenty of people in my life have been doing this thing longer than me.
Well, here's the point: is searching it out before you start asking a bunch of random questions in a group of people who are gonna misread those questions.
Yeah, that makes sense. So knowing
Because here's what happens: the teaching happens, then somebody gets together with a group of people,
they go, hey, what do you guys
and they
think?
say, "Hey, you know, that just really freaked me out, and I can't believe they said blah." You know, insert quote here. And the Bible seems to say blah, and then you mention you proof text for whatever your premise is, and then you talk about it for 10 minutes, and then you do that for the next week and a half, 3 more times, but you never actually sit down with the Bible open, and look at the verse and the statements and the qualifiers that the teacher gave related to the statements. And, it's forming an opinion without doing the work,
Right.
And,
So knowing the context of where you're asking questions and taking the time to search it out before you ask questions.
before you ask questions in certain contexts.
Right. So first you should ask plenty of questions in your personal searching out
Ultimately, that's probably the best plan.
before you trumpet. See? Okay, I like that. The conclusion is call Zach's mom. She probably knows. What if I don't want to call Zach's mom?
No, then don't.
No, actually I do. She commented on my blog once. Actually twice.
3 times a lady.
We saw a lot today.
Who farted?